What happens when the galaxy's most chaotic televised death game reaches its absolute zenith, and the only thing standing between humanity and total erasure is a man in a trench coat, his psychic cat, and a group of misfits who have somehow survived the impossible again? In the Eye of the Bedlam Bride, the sixth, explosive, darkly hilarious, and emotionally devastating installment of Matt Dinniman's Dungeon Crawler Carl series, listeners are thrust into the most twisted, high-stakes floor yet. The previous trials, the hard-won alliances, and the terrifying revelations about the Dungeonarian overlords are in the past. Now Carl and his crew face the ultimate test of sanity and survival in a realm where reality itself is unraveling. Armed with cursed artifacts, eldritch horrors they've barely kept on a leash, and a complete disregard for the rules of polite society or physics, they must navigate a labyrinth of cosmic madness, political intrigue, and body horror to uncover the truth behind the dungeon before it consumes them all. The audiobook production is an absolute masterclass in dark comedy and LitRPG storytelling, transforming Dinniman's witty, profanity-laced, and deeply atmospheric prose into a profoundly immersive cinematic auditory experience. The dynamic, highly expressive narrator flawlessly captures the deadpan, exhausted cadence of Carl as he tries to keep his team from killing each other, the terrifying multi-tonal screeches of eldritch abominations, and the deeply satisfying rhythmic chime of system notifications as new cursed skills, forbidden classes, and reality-bending achievements unlock. Listeners will practically feel the sticky, blood-soaked floor of the Bedlam Bride's domain, smell the ozone of unstable magic and the copper tang of fear, and experience the heart-pounding thrill of watching a perfectly executed, system-defying tactical maneuver dismantle an inferior enemy through sheer, unadulterated audacity. Dinniman masterfully balances the intricate, highly addictive mechanics of LitRPG progression, dungeon crawling, and cosmic horror with a deeply compelling, character-driven narrative. The story explores profound, thought-provoking, and often hilarious themes about the terrifying cost of entertainment in a galactic empire, the heavy burden of leadership when your friends are literally falling apart, the clash between human morality and alien indifference, and the unbreakable bonds of a found family that bleeds and jokes together in the void. The pacing is relentlessly engaging, moving seamlessly from the quiet, methodical tension of decoding ancient runes and managing sanity meters to the explosive, edge-of-your-seat action sequences of massive, system-shaking boss fights where the protagonist wins through overwhelming, unorthodox brilliance. As Carl and his crew delve deeper into the forbidden, lore-rich depths of the dungeon's history and the shadowy origins of the Dungeonarian Empire, they uncover earth-shattering truths about the true nature of the Bedlam Bride, the sinister, world-altering experiments conducted on previous crawlers, and the catastrophic consequences of the enemy's ultimate endgame to harvest humanity's soul for fuel. This forces the team's leaders to make monumental, life-altering choices that will test their tactical genius, their marksmanship, and their willingness to break the system's fundamental rules to protect their found family. Every hard-won dogfight victory, every brilliantly executed flanking maneuver, and every narrow, breathless escape from a lethal spatial trap serves to deepen the listener's profound investment in this epic, unfolding saga. The climax delivers a spectacular, emotionally charged, and brilliantly orchestrated resolution, a massive, high-stakes confrontation at the heart of the Bedlam Bride's domain, where the crew must fully weaponize their experimental tech and tactical cohesion to shatter the enemy's grand design, fundamentally shifting the balance of power in the galaxy and leaving listeners breathless, laughing, crying, and desperately craving the next chapter. The Eye of the Bedlam Bride is a towering triumph of the LTRPG and dark comedy genres, proving that Matt Dinniman is an absolute master of crafting stories that are as intellectually rigorous in their world-building and power systems as they are viscerally thrilling and laugh-out-loud funny. Whether you are a devoted fan of overpowered main characters, a lover of intricate dungeon mechanics and deep lore, or simply a listener seeking a rich, accessible, and utterly addictive entry point into one of the most popular universes in modern sci-fi, this audiobook promises an unforgettable, spine-tingling auditory experience. Prepare to have your imagination fully ignited and your expectations thoroughly shattered, because in this masterfully crafted, beautifully narrated tale, the bride is waiting, the madness is rising, and Carl is ready to dance.